There really is like 3 different types of attraction. One of them is like, say, the value-based attraction, where like if, and this usually is the least effective attraction. And I think pretty much all women have seen a guy try to demonstrate this. Say like if a guy comes up to you and he starts talking to you and it seems like it's friendly, right? Well, it's a friendly conversation, but then he starts talking about, like you ask him what he does, because at that point you're interested. Like you ask him what he does for a living, and he says that he works for such and such securities, where he's a stockbroker and he makes so much money and he drives a Porsche Boxster or whatever, right? He's trying to impress you, right? And usually that'll be the least effective, because that's logical. That's not emotional. Logic doesn't work so much, especially when it's an environment where people are drinking, there's loud music, people are dancing. It's all about having fun. The best thing is to kind of, you want to get the emotional attraction, as far as getting somebody to laugh. Really great ways you can do that is, like, say if a girl's into you, she'll ask you, what do you do for a living? And and if she, most of the time, she won't actually ask exactly that. She won't say, what do you do for a living? For whatever reason, she'll ask, what do you do? Right? She'll ask, what do you do? And the best thing is, because you're being fun and flirtatious, when she asks you, what do you do? You say, but with a smile. You don't want to seem crazy with a serious look. You say, I give women pleasure. But you got to think about it in the sense where if a woman is having a fun, flirtatious conversation, you'd be like, I give women pleasure. But you say with a fun, flirtatious look on your face. I think women will usually say, really, what type of pleasure? You got to think about the environment at the bar. And so you go with that. If a woman says, and it's about being flirtatious, it's about being fun. You know, that's why you always got to have the good eye contact, have a smile. If a girl says, like, how old are you? And then say she says, how old are you? Then I'm like, guess. And if you guess right, I'll make out with you. It always gets the good reaction as long as she's already attracted. If you say something like that and she's just being polite and talking to you, then of course that's not going to work. But you always got to think about, and that always helps you out to find out where you are too. Like say if you say that, you know, like, guess, and if you guess right, I'll make out with you. And if she says, I don't want to make out with you, then you know you're nowhere. No big deal. Walk away. But if she says, like, she like throws out an age, then you know that it's on. Like, there's some girls that just don't. Maybe they're being modest, or they just don't realize how good they look. And maybe, like, you tell them, you know, something about how good they look, and they might be like, oh, no, I'm not, whatever, you know, I don't look that good. And then you tell her, like, okay, well, here's a little test I'll give you. It's really fun. It's cool. Like, just imagine this. Say when you wake up in the morning and you go to the bathroom, you're about to get in the shower, and you take off all your clothes, and you're looking in the mirror. You're totally naked. I bet you love what you look like. You're thinking, oh, I look good. But the point is that what you're doing is you're having her imagine that she's naked, and you're both standing next to each other because you're physically standing next to each other. So like the visualization. Even an accident could turn into something good. Like say like there was this time where I'm talking to a girl outside on the patio of a smoking area at a bar, and we're standing close, and I don't remember how, but I accidentally dropped a little bit of my drink on her arm. So like, it was on her arm, and then she says, like, you dropped your drink on me, you got me all wet. And then I say, I don't know how that happens. Sometimes I have that effect on women. And but it just introduces kind of like a flirty thing. And but she was totally into me. So then she tells me. She says like lick it off. Then I did, but then it was up to here, and then that kind of thing could introduce what she said, by always having a quick witty response, and almost any time something like that happens, if you say that within that context, like if she's already into you, then it always has that same reaction, the same type of reaction. If you just dropped a drink on a girl that you're walking by accident, then no, you don't say that because you don't have any rapport yet. But if you're having a full, really cool, fun, flirty conversation, and then something like that happens, you actually drop a little bit of drink on her, and then she tells you that you got me all wet. Well, then you say that same thing. I can't help myself. I have that effect on women. Yeah, but it shows confidence that you're able to say it. Whatever you do when you say it, you don't want to look away. You want to make eye contact when you say it. Just a little bit of smile. It shows you're confident enough to say it. One way to get a reaction is like I don't know who your last boyfriend was, but whoever he was, he definitely did not spank you enough. It's about being flirtatious, but it's also like figuring out like what her personality is like. You ask her like, are you adventurous? And then she'll be like, sometimes she'll be like yes, or she'll be like sometimes, and you'll be like, are you rated PG-13 adventurous, or rated R adventurous? And then most girls will be rated R, or some will actually say rated X. And then if they say that, then you know it's really on. If a girl says she's rated G, especially if she says it with a serious look, then you know that you were kind of like misinterpreting it. That you thought that you had something you really didn't. But if she says it kind of like, I'm rated G, then she says it like that, something like that, then you know, okay, then she's just playing around. She's still into me, or she's into me. You don't just gauge what she's saying, but how she's saying it. If you keep looking at me like that, I'm gonna take you home tonight. But it's just something simple like that. But she could just think it's a joke or whatever, and maybe do something like that. But if she has a reaction, if she smiles, and then you know that it's still good, But it's about being flirty, about being fun.